What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Where the Locals Sk8. I'm your host once again, OG Skate Show. This is a podcast where we get to know local skaters on and off the board. And of course, here with me always, we have one of the couch boys today, Mr. Victor Castillo.
What's up, guys? How's it going?
And now let's introduce our guest this week. This is a special one because we made sure we had episode 88 for this guy.
That's right. There you
Zach
go.
from 88 Skate Supply is in the building.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming down, man.
Hey, thank you.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Been wanting to have a skate shop owner in the studio for a while.
No,
So,
yeah, for sure. Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
There's a question I asked you earlier when we were skateboarding, and like we were skate sessioning at Mayberry Park this morning, and then I asked you, like, do you spell your name with the K or H at the end?
Yeah. H, Z-A-C-H. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Oh, what's your last name?
Price.
Price?
Yeah.
Like,
Price is Right.
The Price is Right.
Yeah, P-R-I-C-E. I've been on that show, actually. So.
Oh, really?
You can find me on YouTube over there on one of those episodes, too.
Oh, that's dope. All right, we'll have to check that out. All right, what city are you repping?
Habra, California, you know it. Born and raised.
That's dope. That's where you've been your whole life?
Yep.
All right. And how old are you right now?
35. I'll
35.
be 36 in
Okay.
a couple months.
Dude, you're still young.
Yeah.
That's
absolutely.
cool. That's cool.
It's like two years apart, man.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Okay.
That's badass, man.
Yeah,
You know, we're
still in that window.
Yeah, it's still feeling good. You know.
Yeah.
That's dope. All right. And how did you start skating?
Through my uncle.
Through your uncle?
Yeah. He had like a Christian soy skateboard, and I messed around with it, and then ended up, just like tinkering with it, like messing.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next door neighbors, the McDonoughs, they ended up getting some boards for Christmas. And then...
You had like a little crew?
Yeah, and I didn't get it, so I'm like, dude, they're like, you know, the first day out, like on Christmas, they're like playing with it, and you're just like, what? That thing's so sick.
Where's my Christmas complete?
You know? And then my dad's like, oh, you want one? And he just like took a piece of board, broke off some like inline roller skates, and like just put it on. He's like, here's your board, and it's like, it only goes one way. You can't like maneuver.
Yeah, I didn't have like that turn radius that you needed.
But Papa P, shout out Papa P, he came through with it.
Yeah, he was like, I can make something. I can make that.
Yeah, he MacGyvered it.
Yeah, all good. That's cool. I mean, shout out to that, man. I mean, he was like, we'll get you on right away. Yeah. At least you're on something until they could figure it out.
Yeah. And then it was like later on, that was like Christmas, and then in September for my birthday I got it.
That's dope. And these were still the old school shapes?
No, this was like popsicle at the time. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. First one was the World Industries Wet Willie stained glass.
Okay. Shout out.
Yeah. World Industries for sure.
World Industries.
Yeah.
Those are good ones.
How old were you again at that time?
About 13.
13.
Yeah, it was for my 13th birthday. So.
Oh, okay, so you were entering like high school and stuff already, huh? Like around that time.
Yeah, it was like about like 7th, 8th grade. Yeah. And just like kind of like just getting into it.
Yeah.
So.
That's what I mean. I was on the board already, like, because they're always around the house here and there. You know, they'll swap me ones or whatever. But once I took it serious, I was about 7th, 8th grade. You know, going to high school was really like where we really kicked it into gear, because I think that's when like virtual reality was coming out. So for me, it was the 90s at that time.
Sick.
But that's cool, man.
Yeah.
And so you're just busting out were you skating in any parks out there, or?
No, I mean, like, La Habra Park wasn't even built, like,
street
it was just, like, going to be, but, yeah, it was, like, Whittier Christian High, La Habra High, and then, like, the Albertsons parking lot.
Albertsons?
The bank right there, I think it's a U.S. bank now. But,
okay.
Just like around like
we used to skate like Quaker. Like there were some spots, like there was the Kawasaki back in the day. I don't know if you ever skated on Whittier Blvd.
Yeah.
You know, like there's some spots we had back in the day, but they were.
We used to skate this like bank that is like a grocery outlet right there on the corner of like where Whittier and Beach come to a T.
Okay.
That used to be like a bank. That's where I met like Austin, Gillette, and like Chad.
Wow.
And I'm still like close friends with them today.
That's cool.
Like, that was like a little like local scene, and then that knocked down. We used to like break in inside, like go in the vaults and shit.
Were you guys filming it when you guys were skating these spots, or just for fun?
Austin was, yeah, but we were just little kids. We didn't really care, you know.
So Austin was like one of your friends, like part of your circle.
I mean, not like necessarily like that. Like I grew up knowing him, And then I am more like friends with his brother, like very close. But yeah, we just like I've known him.
He was around.
I've known him since he was a little termite dude, and he was always like, "Fuck, this kid's so good." Like, you know, how is this little kid so good? We used to like steal his like DC shoes and when he was on like Hawk and shit. And it's funny.
That's funny.
Nice, shout out.
All right, man. That's cool, dude. And then you were already busting ollies and all that stuff, and
yeah. I just like, I mean, just having fun with it, you know.
That's what's up.
Yeah, first board was from at the beach. We were talking about Whitwood Mall.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know?
Oh,
most of the time, like your parents,
that.
like they go to the mall and they're like, oh, okay, boom. That's why I got that wet willy board.
Oh my god, that's funny.
Was that a skate shop or what is that at the beach?
It was just like a mall store that's just sold like skate and like some surf like boogie boards and clothing.
Was that like a Paxson? Something like
Kinda, yeah. Early
like that,
style. And then it went over, like they moved over to like La Mirada by like that like Dollar Theater. But yeah, that was the first one. And then across the street growing up, there was a skate shop called Bonanza.
Wow.
It was like this little nut. And then that's where we're like, kind of like how my shop is. Like everybody, just kids hung out.
Okay.
You know.
Around what year was this?
I mean, that was about that same time. So
You're still like 13th,
7th, 8th grade.
Yeah.
So if you do the math, I don't know, like early 2000s, maybe 99, 98 or something.
And you kept skating the whole time? Did you ever take breaks or anything?
Yeah, I mean, everybody kind of does. Like,
right.
You get the car, kind of, you know.
The girlfriend sometimes.
Yeah. I moved to like, you know, growing up in Southern California, you get into like snowboarding and dirt biking and surfing.
Wow.
So you do it, yeah.
That's cool.
So like, I moved to Utah to like try to pursue snowboarding with my homie Tim. But like, yeah.
That's cool. How was the slopes out there?
It was cool, yeah. That was like right after high school. You know, just like, we're going for it, took the chance.
That's cool, man. Are you goofy or are you regular?
Regular.
Oh, watch out. This is one industry right there.
Trump.
Yeah.
Biden. Getting taken down. No.
Yeah,
regular.
Yeah,
Regular.
Yeah, alright, regular.
How did you, I had a question. How did you find out you were regular? Like, did you already know your, like, what's up when you started finding out your stance?
I don't even really know. I think when I was so young, I didn't even really, like, focus on it like I do now, where I'm like, oh, you know, stance, and now you think about wheelbases, like, and all this, and
I think when you're a kid and
wheel size,
if you have like a board, you just kind of naturally know what
you just like do whatever I can get on and skate. It doesn't matter.
They stand on it, and if they start just going that way, that I think they already know just naturally.
I think like a lot of kids
push may be different.
Yeah, the push exactly. Like you see a lot of kids push manga, and I think that's from like maybe like their first thing is a scooter. You know?
Right.
Because that's a lot of times.
Yeah,
you see that.
It doesn't really matter
like
which way you push. Yeah.
So what would you think when you see someone skating switch? Like, would you be impressed, or like, would you know what's up, or?
When I was young, I didn't even know, you know, because you're just watching skating, and you're like, oh, you're not like, oh, you regular or you goofy, you know. You're just like, wow, that guy rips. You know?
Were you into the videos and magazines and stuff like that?
Oh yeah, like magazine clippings on the walls and stuff.
That's dope.
You know, a lot of like the first videos were from my like sister's boyfriends. You know, like the Shorty's Hardware video and Ennie's High Five. Those two videos.
That's dope.
Yeah. Rosa, meeting Rosa for the first time in that video.
Okay,
that Shorty's video.
Dude, and everybody loves Rosa, man. There was a big thing about that.
Yeah.
I think they're trying to get her to do something again, but I'm not
sure. They're kind of like bringing that whole thing back.
Right.
With like Shorties and Muska.
Muska's been selling boards, man.
Oh yeah, now I've been collecting them.
You've been collecting them?
Yeah. His little like shoes too, his little like one-off like we were like rides.
That's cool.
The art piece stuff. It's cool.
It's pretty pricey, but it's cool, man. It's, I mean, he's a crazy artist.
Oh yeah, no, he's sick.
I met him a few times. He's a cool ass dude. Yeah.
He's like out in Ohio, just like a farmer.
That's right. And then he came back to visit a little bit. That was cool. Yeah, man. Shout out to that, dude.
Yep, the Muska.
The Muska.
One question that's kind of I was thinking about it earlier. Did you say you were 45 or 35?
35.
35?
I hope I don't live 45.
Oh, okay. I was just wondering. Okay, cool. So what were you doing before you found the skateboard?
I mean, you're just playing sports, you know? Like, I always say, like, I grew up on, like, Sports Center and skateboarding. Like, that's pretty much all I watched as a kid was Sports Center because I played basketball, football, soccer, you know, did everything you could imagine.
Yeah, but skateboarding took over a little bit? Or
Yeah, I mean, it's just, like, a cool, like, outlet, you know? And then I got into, like, music and, like, bands and stuff. I think it was just, like...
You play an instrument?
Yeah, like guitar, bass, mostly bass when I was in the bands. That was like the easiest thing, you know.
That's cool. Shout out to that too.
Yeah, and then no one really wanted to ever play bass, so every band needed a bass player. You know, I was like, I can do that.
I got you.
You know what's tight about skateboarding? That it goes with music, you know, like music,
yeah.
art, graffiti, like all that. You know, you go to events, you see bands playing. Like some skaters, you know them, they're in a band.
Yeah,
you know?
It's just like that little self-expression, you know. Everybody like, and that's what's cool. Everyone has their own like vibe or like style with whatever they do, whether it is in like those mediums.
Dang.
Like me personally, I never learned how to. I try to learn how to play instrument, but it's so hard, man. And you know, with a broken hand, like I'm trying to learn how to play guitar, but you know, it's had to have that
start
finger.
With the bass.
Bass, right?
Yeah, start with the bass.
Yeah, that's pretty simple. You say.
Because it's nice, because then you're in like tune, you're like in the pocket with the like drummer, you know.
You still be playing or now?
A little bit with my pops and stuff, but not like as much as I should.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, your life, you know, everything. You got a kid. So,
yeah. I was about to say I try to like mess around with him because I'm just trying to get him like involved with everything.
Right, and see what he just takes to naturally.
Yep.
And some when they're that young too, they soak everything up like a sponge.
Oh yeah. I mean, but he's around skateboarding so much, you know, being like 2 years old. Like, yeah. But he like right now he loves that Kid Jacks.
Yeah.
That's on like Violet and like Converse.
I said when I was at the skate shop the other day, he was sitting there watching the skate video, and I was like tripping out because he was singing the song too. With
That's funny. It's crazy to see him, and it's cool like because he knows that it's like a little kid, so he's like watching it even more.
Yeah, so he's more interested in it. Like,
that and like the CrossFit video Blue, he like loves that video too. There's like 2 videos.
Is that your only son or?
Yeah. First one. Hopefully we'll have more.
How do you like in the dad life?
Oh, it's amazing. Like you know, it's like actually you can say I have 2 babies because like Watson was born about the same time the shop opened, so they're about the same age.
Okay.
Yeah, because the shop's only about 2 years old right now.
2 years old. Okay. But you did work at a skate shop, right? Growing up? Or?
Yeah, I've been working in a skate shop since I was 17.
Really?
Yeah. Like started at like Family Sports.
Okay.
Like, right down the street.
Yeah.
Shout out Angus, gave me the job there. Me and my buddy Shooter Shanks, we just went in there. We were bored. We were like, oh, let's just go because they always had like a bunch of clubs. Like Family Sports always had a ton.
Because it was originally just like a kind of like a swap meet type of, you know, you could get
sweatpants. They just had everything. It was like a one-stop.
T-shirts and socks and stuff like that, and then all of a sudden, and then they had like a little skate shop in the back corner, and then they got bigger, so they put it on the other side.
Yeah. Yep. And but they always had they were in it. The buyers at the time, they had Altamont super early. Crew, they had all the sick skateboarding brands at the time.
Right. And shout out to also Robert was working there too.
Yeah, there's been a
Dog.
Yeah. Chris Brown came out of there. He used to work at Crew. Now he's at Bands, I think right now. So.
And those brands back in the day were big. Everybody was rocking Crew, Altamont.
Oh yeah.
You'll see it everywhere.
No, that was the top. I mean, that was the coolest shit. I mean, they sold a ton of those TK hoodies. You know what I mean? It's full zip, crazy, green, doesn't matter, so many different
That's
colors.
Crazy. Wow. Yeah.
But yeah, I worked there for 15 minutes, and then James, the owner, because I was just folding, talking to a bunch of people, just chatting it up, and he's like, we just opened up another store in Downey, which is Legends.
Okay.
And just go, if you could go work there, go test it out, and then I went and met his son there. Worked there for 2 or 3 years, and then that's when I bounced to about 2 years, and then I bounced to Utah.
Okay.
Do you remember the years you were working at Legends?
Yeah, it was it's still in high school, so it was my senior year, and then it was the year after. So, and then 2 years after that, 2 years after high school, I bounced to Utah.
Utah.
So I was there for 2 years, and then it just didn't make sense. I was driving to Downey. gas was really expensive. I was just working the sales floor, you know.
Right.
But I was there like 6 days out of the week, like
week.
just grinding every weekend.
Did that help
Friday.
you? Did that help you learn what to do when you had a skate shop, or was it?
Oh, for sure. No, I take everything. Shout out to the G family. You know, they taught me a lot. So.
Yeah, like placing orders and stuff like that. And,
yeah, no, just like because
too.
Well, yeah, eventually because once you become the buyer, but like working the floor, you're just like and you're just putting out product, and then you're like, damn, this is it. All the new product. Oh, I'm taking that. Like most of the time, like your paycheck's going back into them because you get first dibs on all the new shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so.
But
yeah, that was that.
That happens.
Yeah, so that was Legends Downey.
That's cool.
Yeah,
I remember
Chris and Eric G.
I remember I heard of Legends, and I first went there because of, I don't know if you heard Stephen Bond.
Yeah.
Stephen
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he took me there.
Oh, Bonds.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Super good skateboarder.
Mm-hmm.
Cool dude too.
Yeah.
Cool.
No, he's a legend.
Mm-hmm. Him, and then you were mentioning Phil. Phil said.
Oh yeah. Phil, like when I was like just became the buyer, he was like, they were like sponsoring him and stuff like that at the time.
And
he just went pro.
Yeah, congratulations.
Yeah. Shout out Phil, dude.
Yeah,
Grinded all the way from Madrid. You know, turned pro for Madrid, got his name on the board.
Shout out to Philip, man. He's a parent, you know, I think 2 kids, he's married, and you know, still putting in the work.
Oh yeah.
Shout out Philip.
No, yeah, he's sick.
Yeah. All right, dude, that's cool. Was he sponsored by Legends or something like that, or he just went
early on, and then I think they just like kind of like parted ways, or
all right.
I don't know how that went about.
And when you came back from Utah, were you still skateboarding, or?
Yeah, I was still skateboarding, like snowboarding, all that, you know. And then I came back. I didn't have a job, so I was like just kind of hanging out, like living off of the money that I saved.
Mm-hmm.
And then they had just opened up their Whittier location.
Okay.
So they hit me up and they're like, yo, you worked good, boom, boom, boom. Like, you need help, like, doing this. Yeah. I'm like, okay. So I, like, worked there and just started grinding up and building up the Whittier location with Mraz. Okay. Anthony Mraz, he, like, helps me out the shop now. Like, we're still homies to the day.
Dope.
I love that dude. He's the best.
Yeah. That's cool, man. And then when did you decide to open up your own shop?
It was probably, I want to say around like COVID. I want to say.
Okay.
Yeah. It was just like, not that like, I mean, skateboarding was booming. It was just more of just the, like I would say, situation I was in. I was like working a ton, putting a lot of effort in, and I got to a point where I'm like, this just needs to focus on like just being mine.
Right, because you're putting a lot of effort in for somebody that's, you know, you should be, you know how to get it done.
Well, yeah, I mean, and I had the brand already. Like, I had made an LLC.
Okay.
Just because I was like, I want to make this. Some stuff was going on at Downey with, like you know, they moved. So they were, like, kind of, like, in a limbo with, like, their spot. I'm like, well, if they end up leaving Downey, then I'll just kind of do what I did in La Habra. I'll just open up a small skate shop, run it, you know, all those Downey kids, the Downey locals, I love them, dude. They're the best. They're crazy. They're like the next guys up, all of them. So it's cool to see, you know, that whole community be built up. Like, you know, like if you ever went to like Legends Downey, like we had like a skate park like kind of in the front, like it was a welcoming, chill environment. Like you could come read magazines, watch a bunch of movies, you know. Mm-hmm. Kind of the same vibe that 88 Skate has, you know.
That's dope. Yeah, that's what a skate shop needs to have, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that vibe. Because a lot of times, you know, like if you go to like a Zoomies or something, you're not getting that vibe.
Yeah, I mean that's just like that's like a transactional.
Right.
It's like a transactional type of business, you know.
Right.
Which I am too, but my like, you know, if you come into the shop, it's like you got a ton of seating, like it almost looks like this, like, you know what I mean? Like almost looks like your room where you're like, oh, sick, and then you got like product everywhere.
Yeah. Because
I try to make it like that was the thing, like the shop looking like a plaza, like a skate plaza, but with product, you know, that aesthetic.
Good stuff.
Dude, the first time I walked in there, Peralta showed me the shop. He's like, dude, let's go check out the new shop, the 88 skate shop, you know?
Yeah.
And then, like, I went in there, and then, like, dude, I like the vibes, you know? Like, I was like, well, it's cool, you know? Just going in there, you get the, like, kickback vibes. You got the skate video playing. You got the magazines.
Yeah.
People could sit down and watch, and you got the, like, the product, you know? It's cool, man. I ended up buying, like, the Baker has a Death Wish sweater that day.
Oh, yeah. Dude,
yeah, man, awesome,
you.
dude,
yeah,
for sure. Hey, but I wanted to ask, how did 88 come about? Like, why 88?
The name.
Just the year I was born.
The year you're born?
Yeah. And then it just had, like, a ring, like, 88 skate. I was just like, what do I name it? Like, I mean, as a kid, you're always like, oh, I'm making brands.
Right.
I made a brand in high school. It's called, like, Exodus or something, you know? So it's just like, you just keep going with stuff. And then I just, one of those, like, 88 skate supply, like, that's clean.
Okay.
And then, like, it has a ring to it. And then, yeah, just ran with it.
Sounds like...
Made that LLC and
Yeah.
never looked back. Started printing shirts and boards, and I gave those to, like, the Downey kids that, you know, like, couldn't get shit or whatever.
Right, right. And then how'd you find the spot for where you're at now on the corner?
It took a while. So after I made the LLC, and then, like, I was working at Downey, I was just like, dude, I need to do something, you know? And I was just like, well, they're not going to leave Downey. So it's like, let's go back home. You know? Like, let's go back to La Habra. La Habra hasn't had a skate shop since Diversion, which is, like, the last one. Which used to be across the street. It's like a vacant, it used to be a T-Mobile store, but...
Really? It was on Whittier Blvd?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Diversion. It was Zach and his brother. Because I went in there and, like, dude, that dude's name's Zach. Like, I could do this, you know? Like, I could, like, do this shit.
That's cool.
You know?
Yeah. So then was that location available when you're...
No, so that's always been, like, taken. So I always had, like, my eye on that. Like, on the two corners, you know?
Right.
On the two anchors. So it was, like, that one was sick because it had all the windows and the people, like, waiting in line at, like, the school or, like, very high traffic area.
Right.
Best view of La Habra baseball, varsity.
And, like, just a couple of, pushes to La Habra.
Yeah, no, exactly, you know? So it's, like, waited, and then, yeah, it was, like, the January 22, I was just, like, always on, like, LoopNet, like, just looking for spots, and then I saw it pop up, and I, like, shook my wife. I was like, yo, like, it's available, like, this is the spot, like, we've been waiting. And so
that's cool.
Like, I emailed them, boom, 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 I got on the phone, like, tried to get it as soon as I could, and then, like, yeah, a month later, February 11th, I, like, signed and got the keys, and then it's been on since then.
Wow.
I have a question. Did you study business, or did you need a business license for that?
So definitely, I didn't go to college. I mean, I did a little bit of college. I went to, like, OCC and Cerritos. Obviously, you take a little bit of classes, but I learned everything pretty much from Legends Downey and, like, Eric and Chris, those guys, because they allowed me to, like, really they trusted me, like, with running their shop, because they were, like, trying to do other stuff for their families.
Did
like,
you have to
making other business
Did you have
ventures
to create the invoices and order product?
No, but just, like, I was everything, ordering products, managing, selling, janitorial,
right,
like, just everything.
Because I could assume, like, I used to work in an auto glass business at one time, right? And I used to be, on the phone calling, like,
just
these
wearing
big companies,
hats.
right? I was be calling these big companies, and and then when they call us back, they'd ask to talk to me because they liked the way I would do the business with them, right? Because it'd be straight to the point.
Well, you have that already. That, like,
yeah, we had a relationship, right, over the phone, and then like, I could imagine, like, if I left to another place, I can call those companies and be like, hey, I'm over here at this company now, and they would leave that company and follow me because they liked how I did business.
Right, yeah.
It'd be the same. I'd give them be able to order them the same product and everything from somewhere else.
Right, yeah.
So I would imagine, like, you can do that. Like, if you had to order stuff, you have your own shop now. You have those connections with, maybe you're talking to these people and getting product. You're like, hey, I'm over here. Can you help me out? Or
oh yeah.
Did that happen?
No, yeah, for sure. Being a buyer I started being a buyer there 21, 22,
Mhm.
and then was there until I was 33. So I was there for a long time at the Downey location.
Okay.
Yeah, shout out Downey,
Yeah.
all the locals out there.
Yeah.
Big Germ, love you, dude. Keep it up.
I think it shout out. I think it's cool that like you opened up a skate shop and it's skater owned. You're a skateboarder and you know what's going on in skateboarding.
Mhm.
Like I experienced back in 2007 a skate shop in Rolling Heights that wasn't skater owned. It was just some dude that was didn't know what he was doing. He opened up a skate shop, didn't get brands that nobody liked. Eventually he was located somewhere where nobody could find him. He was up in the hills on Colima.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, they broke into there, they robbed, and eventually he wasn't getting no sales and died out, went out of business.
I mean 3 days or 2 days in the opening of the shop, like I got broken into, because I like opened up, try to like hit the graduation money. I was like, kids are graduating, start of summer, like come skate, get a skateboard. And then like kind of ran it, and then I was waiting on my gate to get like installed, but yeah, like 3 days, 2 days into it.
Ouch.
So I mean that's just, but at least I didn't. All I had was like skate hard goods. Like I didn't have like any shoes at the time,
Right.
or like
Luckily, it was
nothing like that. So it's like it was whatever,
Yeah.
It was a hard business lesson learned very quickly,
Yeah.
What happens when that happens? Like someone breaks in, do you get insurance for it or?
Yeah, but it's like you don't even get everything back, and then it's like a hassle. And then you end up paying more with like your premium, like more, So it's like,
Yeah.
and it takes longer to get the money back. And like for a small shop like me, it's like really it's like me and my wife and like my family like backing. There's like no one really else. So it's like.
That's what I was gonna say. It's just
Yeah. That's why like if you come to the shop, it's like very I would say curated, right? Like I skate or I carry a lot of the brands that like I skate or because if I'm skating it and I'm backing it, then it's like okay, I feel good selling it. Where it's like I don't really sell any blanks. Like the most price point stuff is like mini logo stuff. That's like my price point.
What brands do you carry in your shop?
Deck wise, it's like you got Violet, King, Limousine, Baker, Death Wish, Deluxe.
Okay, yeah, I've seen a
so
real
it's
board.
like, Real Crooked,
Okay.
Anti-Hero,
Yeah.
the Homies brand Sewer,
That's cool.
Polar, like from King Distribution.
And
Like, cause like I like supporting like smaller brands too.
Right.
Because it's like we're all on the same team.
Exactly.
We're just trying to like.
We're all trying to make it.
One, I love skateboarding. I'm trying to like stay with it. I'm trying to show kids what skateboarding can like, the joy and everything can bring. So it's like, why not try to support the smaller brands too? Because they're trying to do the same thing.
Yeah.
There's a lot of passion in skateboarding, which is amazing.
Yeah. Are the kids asking for any brands that you don't carry over there, or are they enjoying what you have in the shop?
I mean, it just depends. I mean, everybody like everybody has their own like kind of flavor, but then it's like the brands that I sell, since I'm so passionate about them. Like people like they'll kind of look back like, oh, because I get like so jacked up, like, oh, I'm talking about this, like, oh, the video and like this like this part of the team, or like this is what they do, like this is like a still skater own brand, like and then they're like, oh, that's sick. Okay, I'll try that.
Yeah.
Like shout out to like Mesa Distribution, like Ace and Uma and Pepper, like and Matt over there, and like they took care of me from the get. So and then like John Chob and like Deluxe, all those guys, like Deluxe and for sure Deluxe and Mesa Distribution. Like right when I told them I was like gonna like put my jump all in, they were like, cool. Oh, we got you.
That's cool.
So it's cool to like have that backing.
Yeah, the other day, like when you had that down box thing over there at the Habra, right?
Oh, the Habra hangout, yep.
Yeah, we have
coming monthly.
Yes.
Come through.
Yeah.
Next month we'll have like I'm trying to get like a different distribution or like a brand to like sponsor it just to give it away.
That was cool, yeah, because you had the real team come out.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Like Kyle Walker, Patrick, Gage.
That was dope for that. That was, and that was actually the day we got the helmet off, right? July 1st?
Yeah.
So that was fun, man.
It was Trump again.
I told you I'm a mover.
Yeah, it's all good. Yeah, but that's awesome because you work with the city with that.
It was.
Was it gonna happen regardless, or did?
I mean, I don't know if it was gonna happen regardless. I just think the skate community, we all brought like more attention to it.
Mm-hmm.
So I think, as a city, they're like, okay, and a business, they're like, would it like maybe we should like kind of switch it up a little bit.
I mean,
there hadn't been a skate shop in 20 years. That's what I'm saying. You know.
Yeah.
So they're probably like it was kind of under the rug, kind of under the radar. I mean, that park has had like troubled times. Like, there's no doubt about it, you know.
I stopped going there because it was getting like, I'm gonna be honest, man. The kids were like leaving it trashed.
Yeah.
Other people that didn't skate were going there to.
There was like some heavy drugs, you know, for sure. Like,
so that was like I didn't want to be around there, kind of, you know. So
that's what like I hope it doesn't like go back to. You know, I hope like.
No, I think
it hasn't been that for like 4 or 5 years, so it's like just kind of think of it like that, like just go back to just using it to skate and like bringing kids and the community like into it, like you know. I mean, because that's the thing is right by the Boys and Girls Club. Yeah, that's like the hard thing too. Yeah, not a lot of skate parks are like that.
You're trying to. I was talking to you earlier at the park, and you were mentioning that you're trying to like update the skate park that you're putting into the skate park.
Oh yeah. So like if you come through the shop and you buy like a pair of shoes, and whether it's a sale shoe or a regular shoe, $10 of that will. $5 is like pretty much from you, and then the shop's matching the $5. So it's like a $10 donation goes into this pot, and then at the end of the year, hopefully we can like, because you gotta like really go with the city. If you're trying to do anything, because they're like, oh, it's a liability. There's just
bunch of
having the shop and like going like for the like last 2 years, like going to those council meetings, like you just learn like there's a lot of things to politics, and it takes a lot of time to do it. But you just like just like skateboarding, you just gotta keep pushing, keep going. You fall, you get back up. It's like it's the daily grind. You know what I mean? You just gotta hammer it, and then eventually. You'll get it.
Yeah, because you want to be able to add a little bit more cement, right? So we can actually skate just some of the obstacles.
Yeah, just like cement and like shade and just like certain things that when you go there, like sometimes like you see moms and you see like little kids and they're just like watching their brother skate, but they're like struggling, because there's no shade, there's not, so.
Yeah. Yeah,
just trying to help out with the whole thing.
At least, I mean, there is a little bit of shade, but they're not sitting in a comfortable spot when they're in it,
I feel like there's a way to do it too, where it's like you add more ledges around the outside.
I mean, I wouldn't mind. Like, I thought of an idea before where they could like, where all the trees are and all the dirt. I was like, what if they put like benches and stuff, like tables where people can actually sit and hang out.
Right.
And then those tables could be like already equipped with like so they can do the tech deck stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what I mean? Like, how some tables, little fingerboard parks and stuff, and then it'll be a replica of La Habra.
No, yeah, that would
that'd be
that's
sick,
what you want from like it won't be like this is what it's gonna be. It's like it'll be the whole community come in. We'll try to focus on like what people actually like want, but I think that's like the thing is like those 2 rails on the side like. If you add concrete on the opposite side of it, you can skate them so much more. It changes all that.
Right.
Very easily.
That's true.
Well, maybe not very easily. I'm not like a contractor, but
you know what's cool?
Maybe like, Spawn Ranch, come through. Maybe you could help out.
Spawn Ranch, shout out.
Uh-huh.
You know what's cool though about like La Habra and 88 being like next to each other? You guys got the high school too.
Mm-hmm.
And me as a teenager, I remember like going to BP high school and then like. Going to the skate park, skating at the teen center, and then going to like right there, just kicking it. But right there, you get out of school, go to the skate park, and then go hang out at the skate shop, go back to the park. I think that's really cool.
Yeah, no, that's
that.
Mm-hmm.
I think you're
what I think like La Habra was missing, because that's as a kid growing up, that's what I kind of had. So it's like you see that, and it's like it's cool to see. And I love like hanging out with kids, like a lot of kids. Home life is like
sometimes
hard,
a lot of times. Like for us skaters.
Yeah. Well, I mean that's like a thing too. Like a lot of times, the good skaters are always the ones that aren't at home because they don't want to be or whatever. And then that's why I always have like waters and AC going and stuff like that because at least you can come like especially right now it's like 90 degrees. But at least you go and skate and then you're like, oh man, and you got like a little cool down like area, you know, little center.
Yeah, when I left your shop the other day, I went to La Habra and I skated for maybe like 20 minutes max. It was too hot.
Oh yeah, dude, you get the flock of kids that like come up, you know,
I was like, that's
and they're
crazy.
just like huffing and puffing.
You
like,
got water?
Exactly.
Yep.
You get that a lot. I got a question. Who runs the shop 88 when you're not there?
Moraz. Yeah, Anthony.
Is he the only
Moraz.
one working, or?
Yep, pretty much. He's like helps me at least get one day off.
And what's
But I don't mind working. Like I don't mind being at the shop like all day.
Well, that's
day.
your passion, though, right?
Yeah. So, but you know, like you said, I am a father. You know, got a kid and a wife at home, so it's like, you know, you don't want to definitely miss this. Like after this, I got my niece's birthday, so. But it's in La Habra anyway, so I'll probably still go by the shop just to
go check it out.
You know.
Yeah.
I love it being in there.
They open today?
Yeah.
Okay. 7 days a week?
Yeah, 7 days a week. 12 to 7, Tuesday through Sunday, and then Monday 12 to 5.
Okay.
A little early because my pops usually does cornhole, so I like to go see Papa P on Mondays. Go throw some bags down at Roscoe's.
Cool. That's cool. Shout out to that, dude. That's so dope.
I had a question. So, taking it back to the skate shop, getting the companies, like you mentioned, like some people that like who are hooking you up since day one. But have you ever had like a brand or a company that you're really trying to get into your shop, but then they're like not really messing with you? Or?
I mean, some brands maybe take like a little bit, you know, and I mean that's just on them. Like sometimes, you know, but it is everybody has their reasons, you know. So maybe they eventually come along, maybe they don't, but I just have to focus on who wants to partner up with me, and like how can we grow that business, you know. So
that's cool. Do you have anybody that you want to work with that you haven't reached out or they haven't reached out?
I mean, like, not that I can think of off the top. Like it's just with Stussy. Like just trying to get like
Stussy.
Yeah, like because clothing's hard. Clothing's super hard. So it's like if you can get a clothing brand that's, say, not everywhere, then it's like, well, they gotta go and get it. So if I could be like a hub or something for Stussy in like the La Habra area or like that Rolling Heights, Diamond Bar kind of area, that's like certain ones. But like skate brands, like I didn't have like Violet, I didn't have like King, certain brands I didn't have. I just like kept plugging seeds. Adidas footwear I didn't have. They didn't really open people, and then they kind of started opening. So I just always like kind of did the same thing, planted seeds, always like reposted them, and then kind of got hit up like, yo, you want to carry it? Because they carry a lot of, I carry brands that like my favorite skaters on, like Cater and Tyshawn, you know. So it's like getting those brands is.
Yeah, and you're supporting your favorite skaters too. That's everything.
Which I think everybody needs to, because like everybody's trying to like, anybody can make a brand. Like anybody can make a skate brand. Like it's very easy accessible just through like editorials on TikTok or anything, which is sick. But it's like, are you just in it to like make money off of skateboarding, or like you really like, do you really like skateboarding? Like you trying to like help out and build skateboarding up, you know?
Right.
Because that's the thing. There's different shops that like sell skateboarding, and then there's like shops that like live skateboarding.
For sure.
You know.
Yeah, so it's like some skaters, they're messing up skateboarding, but there's those skaters that are making it positive, making a positive impact.
I'm not like the best skater at all. Like I do my thing, I go out there, have fun, fall, tweak my shit, you know, ankles and whatnot. But I'm consistent. I can't stop watching like skate videos, you know. And you talk to pros and like they don't even like. You talk to Austin and like we don't even talk skateboarding. You know what I mean? Like it's just like totally, because that's like, to them it's like their job,
right?
You know, and a lot of times my job is a skate shop, so I'm always going to talk about it. But like, say if like whatever job you had and you weren't like too stoked on it, or like, I mean, not like too stoked on it, but like a lot of times people don't like talking about work, you know.
You know what's a trip? I totally agree with that, because back then I would like hang out, shout out Vincent Alvarez, and then like he wouldn't like talking about skateboarding when we're like just hanging out, you know. But other times, you know, like to me personally, it's kind of like getting like like that, you know, because, you know, we're always thinking skateboarding, we want to talk something else, you know, like life. Hey, what are you doing? How are you doing? How's your life going? You know, stuff like that.
Yeah. Because a lot of times, people, that's all they live it all day long. That's the last thing they want to talk about when they come home, you know.
Yep.
Yeah, I get it. But for us, like we love it. Like, oh, you know, came to the shop today, or you know, like you know, like we're just,
like I'm watching all the videos, whether it's like Euro dudes, Japan, like Aussies, like I'm watching skate videos all the time. That's why I think my son just got like, because like I said, I grew up on Sports Center and skateboarding. So
especially when you have it on at the shop all day long, you're gonna see some things. And you're gonna be
no,
like,
yeah, you see it too much sometimes. You just, you know, because that algorithm starts getting to you. You know, you start like, oh, I've heard this song like 6 times a day. Holy, you know.
Yeah. All right, dude. Shout out to that, dude. What else I was gonna say? Is it tough right now? Are boards selling?
Oh, hard goods is cranking.
Your goods are cranking?
Yeah, okay. Hard goods is cranking. It's just
hard goods.
The margin on it is like shit. Okay. So you gotta just sell a ton. Which is cool, but I mean that's why like if you go in the shop like shoes, you know, but like right now shoes is tough. But at least on the markup, you like selling one shoe is like equivalent to selling like 2 or 3 boards, you know, margin wise.
Right.
You know.
Okay, so we need
sometimes because like right now everything's going up, shipping, wood costs. Like there's gonna be like people are like already like $80 on a board for wood. And it's like, but it's probably gonna go up higher. You know, like Baker right now is like $79, $80.
Yeah, I mean a lot of them.
Most of them are all like 70 plus now. So that's why it's like a lot of times if you come and buy a board, I'll shoot you like free grip because at least it's like saving you some money.
Right.
You know?
Come with cash. You like cash better than or it doesn't matter?
It doesn't really matter. Honestly. Okay. But like if you buy a lot of times if you buy a board, I'll shoot you free grip. You know.
Dude, and those are like the little simple things that we skateboarders appreciate. You know, as little kids, like, oh man, this guy's cool. He hooked me up with free grip. I'm gonna go back to him. You know.
Yeah. Pepper though. I'm hooking up Pepper. Shout out Pepper Grip.
Pepper Grip.
That's the best. Keeping it spicy.
Do you have a team for your? Do you have riders on the shop?
Yeah, no, I got I got quite the team.
Okay.
I mean, it keeps like growing, you know, because it's like I said, skateboarding's expensive, and when you skate, like you know, you like always skating with your homies and stuff like that, and a lot of times your homies are supporting, so it's like, okay, like. You're on the team, like I'll give you like a discount, just like try to help the shop, rep the shop, you know.
Right.
And then it's like,
do you know how many you have right now?
Yeah, we can get. We got Junior. We just put on this kid, Anthony Rare, so good.
Okay.
Shane, Boris. We have this girl Kate, Max. Maxaroni, Attican, Danny, Squid, Twan, and then like even like Downey kids, like I try to hook up, you know, because like I said, skateboarding is hard, and if they come to like the shop, then I'm like trying to, but then again, I'm such a small shop that it's like you give so much discounts, you give stuff away, and it's like. You're really not making any money as a skate shop in general right now.
Right.
You know?
Right. I was going to say, too, whoever, like when the real team comes out, they were handing out some skateboards, right? They provide all that stuff.
They provided stuff. We, like, the shop provided stuff, too.
That's cool.
You know, because, like, same thing with brands. Like,
do brands send you stuff to give to your riders sometimes?
Yeah, a certain amount. But it's just, like, it depends on kind of what you're doing. Because, like, for instance, like, Go Skate Day, right? Or something like that. Or, like, Skate Shop Day. Every shop is gonna hit up a brand like, yo, can you send me free shit? And it's like the same thing, like nothing's free, really. Right, you know what I mean? Everybody's paying for something. You know, at the end of the day.
Okay.
But
and that's why.
But they do hook it up for sure. Like they hooked it up a ton, like most of that stuff. You know?
That's dope.
Dude, that's what I'll be seeing about skaters. That I don't think it's cool that they just skate for the free stuff, and it's not about the free stuff. It's about the love, the meeting the people, making a community, and. Just learning, you know, being exercising, but people are just like, oh, free stuff, and that's not the way to see it.
I mean, as a kid too, it's like anybody wants free shit, you
Right,
know?
true.
And a lot of the, like, you know, sometimes I do a disservice to some of those kids, you know, giving them a bunch of free shit, you know? Because then they're just like, they kind of lose the motivation. They're just like, I'm already getting free shit. Like, what do I really got to do? You know?
Yeah, no, they got, like, a lot of times, that's why.
But you're trying to push, like, a lot of there's kids in La Habra that rip. Like, I feel like LA gets, like, a lot of, like, shine just because it's, like, such a mecca. But OC, there's, like, so much spots, and there's so many skaters coming out, like, Anaheim and Fullerton. And, but, like, Tom K and, like, Matt Bublitz, like, those guys, like, going and filming, like, all OC, it, like, changes people's, like, oh, like,
Frankie Valani.
or, like, yeah, just kids, like, you know, like, oh, I don't have to go, like, all the way to LA, like, I can just, I'm going here at this spot, like, or, like, I found a spot in my, like, hometown, you know, like, they start searching more when they don't feel like, oh, you know, because they're like, oh, we gotta go over the hill, we gotta go this, like, you don't understand, there's a lot of spots in, like we were saying, La Habra High School, well-known, like, iconic skate spots, like the roof gap, the bump to ledge, like, like the senior wall.
To me, wouldn't even be a spot, but somehow, you know,
like,
Jeremy Ray can get up there.
Oh, Jeremy Ray destroys that.
You
He,
know,
like, front, like, what, nose slid it, back 50'd it. He did a bunch, but, like, Mark Appleyard, Austin Gillette's hit it, Leo Romero's hit it.
Carlos Hibero, I think.
Yeah. But, like, people hit it from the bump. I think Leo Romero, like, hit it from, like, the flat and then went into the bump. I remember.
Wow.
But, like, and then the roof gap, same thing. Jeremy Ray, front three. Rowley.
There's a rail back there, too, right?
Rowley did.
There's a handrail back there.
I think three, or Impossible. I think he did Impossible on the roof gap. And then there's, like, more stuff now that they, like, built that front.
The parking lot, right?
There is, like, a really long, sick ledge that's, like, there, that's, like, planter ledge that's, like, hidden that not too many people hit.
Really?
I know Shane Boyer has. He's got some clips on those, but
and nothing's come out yet?
I think maybe you just gotta kind of go look for it.
Okay. I know. Are you working on a video for your shop?
Always working on a video.
I
feel like, you know, it's just like it's you got people filming, like, with such, like, kind of like a big team too. You know, like. Right now, I got, like, Cheeto.
Cheeto's always excited to go out.
Oh, yeah, clips. Like, him and Nate, like, I'm trying to push those fools to, like, you know, like, once he's, like, I don't know, I see some, I just, like, want to, like, try to, like, push it and, like, try to have them tap into their potential.
Right.
You know?
I was going to ask, what do you expect for them as a team riders, like, for you to continue hooking them up?
I mean, like, the thing, it's just, like, if you support the shop, you know, then you just kind of, like, there's... Everybody it's like different programs for different dudes, you know? So, but it's just like kind of just support the shop, and I'll try to support you as much as I can, you know?
Right.
And you kind of, I got that, like, there's quite the support only being like 2
supporting
years.
The shop.
Being a baby still only 2 years old.
For you is like repping the shirts and maybe...
Yeah, I mean, I don't really expect a lot because, like, each rider or, you know, each individual, like, their own, like, own gig, you know? So I'm not going to try to tell you what to do. Right. You know?
Repost some stuff.
No, like, that's not... I just, like I said, like, and a lot of them, it's, like, it's organic, you know? They just, like, they'll come to the shop, they'll hang out at the shop for a while, and then they'll come back, and then boom, they're, like, supporting, and then all of a sudden it's like, yo, why don't you just... I'll start hooking you up, and then you just kind of keep doing what you're doing, you know?
That's cool.
And then, like, yeah, wear the shirts.
I like when it happens naturally like that. You know, you just have those kids that come in and hang out, and then they rip too. Yeah. And you're like, psh.
Like Junior, you know, it's like he's on his own wave, and then, like, you know, he mentions 88 Skate Supply and, like, different stuff, you know, randomly, which is, like, sick. But it's not like he's, like, wearing, like, an 88 shirt or rubbing a sticker or something like that, you know? Sometimes he does, for sure, but it's not like, I'm not like, oh, dude, why don't you, you know? I mean, that doesn't matter to me.
That'll push somebody.
Because, I mean, I've already, Junior's a different case, too, because I've known that kid since he was, like, 3, and I've just, like, tried to always help him. It's like, you see, like little Maxaroni, you know? Like, that kid, he's going to be so fucking, excuse me, sorry, but he's going to be so good. Yeah. You know?
So,
yeah. He's going to be so good, like, in no time because he's only pretty much been like skating, maybe like really skating like a year.
Is he the one with the helmet with the little white helmet?
Yeah,
88.
Yeah, kids wear your helmets. You know.
Yeah.
Straight up, it'll give you the confidence, and then when you get old enough, like, you know, make that decision. But because he's taken some slams, and like, luckily he's had a helmet. Same with Kate, you know.
He was at the we're stoked, right? He was at the Brea 12.
Mm-hmm.
And he got the ollie.
Oh, dude, no, he's got
that was
such.
him?
Yeah,
Oh,
no, he's got such a good.
You know what I'm talking about?
He's got such a good ollie, like a snap, like.
Yeah.
That's the thing. You just tell him like, eventually everything will start clicking, you know. Like the kickflip will get there and stuff, but you can just tell like his style is already there, like. Barely pushes,
he's
like you know, like he like it's
developing.
Yeah, no, it's dope.
Dude, like me skating with him at Brea 12 that day of the event, I was skating with him and I could feel his energy and like his hype getting hyped off us and like, dude, right here, dude, I got this, and dude, he's as he gets older and builds his style, like you were saying, he's gonna be getting
he's still like just a little kid, you know.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So it's just like he's just stoked on skating. Like,
I love the
he's skating almost like pretty much every day in his front yard, like pissing off his neighbors, you know, because he's like building ramps and like doing all this crazy stuff, and like that's how he progresses. Like,
well, yeah. I mean, luckily as his parents are very supportive of taking him everywhere.
Yeah, no, dude, they're absolutely shout out to them because, I mean, they. It's cool when you have your like mom or dad like. Oh, my kid's into skating? Sick, like, let's go full on. Where it's like a lot of parents used to be like, skating? Like, nah, because like, you know, there's like, you already have like, it's like getting hurt or, you know, skating like.
It doesn't pay the bills later on, you know?
Yeah, I mean, it's not even that. Like, you just, because like, if little Timmy wants to play soccer, it doesn't mean he's going to be a professional soccer player.
That's true.
You know?
Yeah.
That doesn't mean anything, you know? It's just like, if your kid's into something, you just should fully back it.
That's true.
My kid, like with Watson, he's like into a new thing every week, but it's just like he plays basketball, he does like soccer, like he like because he just wants to do that, you know, baseball, like swinging baseball, golf, and then he's always like carrying around a skateboard,
you
know, messing around with like a tech desk.
Yeah, he's developing all that.
Oh yeah, I mean that's why like I think any kid that plays soccer is gonna have like great motor skills. You should always get your kid into soccer like at an early age.
And they get that footwork. I always say like those Brazilians, man, they got that footwork when they skate.
Yeah. So, yeah.
I totally agree. I was a soccer player before I met the skateboard, you know.
And you fucking rip.
You know
what I mean?
Thanks, man.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, we had a good skate session this morning, man.
Yeah, no, it was cool. Yeah,
it's awesome.
Yeah.
Good workout too.
Yeah. All right. What about the anything else about the skate shop that you want to bring up? Do you have any events coming up or anything like that?
I mean, we just have like the Hub and Hangout like going on, like monthly. Just trying to do more like kind of anything. Games of skate down there. Just like trying to show like the city that like this is like such a good thing for the community. And like positive. Watch it. Yeah. Like right now, like shout out Sebi, he gave me like a bunch of like used and like old boards. Just gonna like, I got a ton of stuff at the shop too, so I'm just gonna like repurpose them. Okay. Get into like the Boys and Girls Club. Just be like, yeah, here's some skateboarding. Maybe like you can take some kids that maybe want to be interested in skating over there.
Okay.
You know, just to like, the more you work with the city, then it's like everything will like kind of get smoother, hopefully.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Or when things maybe do go sour, you can like, whoa, look at all this positive stuff, you know? Like you can't just look at the one bad apple out of the bag, you know?
Because I remember like before the helmet rule, you know, that was taken away, you were doing like flat bars stuff over there.
Yeah. Core killers.
I was like, what? I was tripping because I'm like, how are we allowed to skate here and bring stuff?
Right? No, absolutely.
And then if you try to put it inside the skate park, I think they would try. You know, they'd be like, hey, what are you doing?
Yeah, because they're like, well, I mean,
it's not built there. It's a liability.
Exactly.
Maybe you know what I mean.
That's why they always take parking blocks out of there.
Right,
and so, like that's such a parking block is such a cool skate
obstacle. Yeah, but like you said, that it could be a liability because that's not insured by the city or whatnot.
Right.
But how you were able to skate on the weekends down there was amazing for one thing. I like that, and but man, that I think that showed the city that hey, maybe we do need to take away this rule because that whole space was not being utilized for the longest time.
Yeah, I mean,
the guy was sitting there getting paid for.
But then, like nothing. You know, it's like sucks when someone wants to use it for basketball. you know, and then
Right.
you're like skating, and then most of the time you just like go and you like move around.
You know, and I barely stared at it like yesterday or whatever. I was at the skate park. I was looking at I didn't realize they went like back like this way instead of the long way.
Yeah.
Where you think it'd be like you're supposed to have the court here and over there.
Right.
And the court's like back, like side to side right here, and they're super short.
Yeah, it's
Like
just so you can fit more, like, because a lot of times it's just used for like drills or like little kids.
Okay, yeah, because I was like, dude, there's like
practice.
you're 2 steps, you're already in the other guy's zone.
No, yeah, but yeah, no, we used to. The courts were sick because that used to be like a Tompkins, like just just DIY kind of.
Right.
Set up a bunch of stuff, load up the truck, and.
I like that. Yeah.
That was dope.
But I wonder what happened to the security guard. Hopefully they put him somewhere else.
No, yeah, no. I mean, it's just a company, you know. Like
Right.
that's why there's always like a different security guard. Like,
was it?
Security didn't care, and they're like,
right.
oh, on to the next. Okay, we're not here at this location, then we're here at this office or this
job.
warehouse or
That's
something.
Good.
You know, because it's like they were employing the company, not like necessarily like that person.
Mm.
That's what everyone's like, dude, this guy's making like so much money. I'm like, it's the company. It's not necessarily like.
It's like it's not like compared to security at spots, you know? Like,
Right.
Totally different. There's this lady, a security lady in Wilshire that was very famous, popular, because they made her popular in the skate videos. She was kicking everybody out, bro. And like, I met her in person one time when I went to Wilshire, and I was like, oh, you're that famous lady.
Yeah.
She kicked me out.
Yeah. But like, you know, everyone, like at the end of the day, they're just trying to do their job.
Exactly.
Right. Right. Yeah. Just come back and try to get it next time. You know,
Yeah, just
whenever
like-
we're out there.
You know, like, let me get a couple more tries, and then we'll
Yeah.
bounce, you know? Like,
Don't need to be-
don't try to escalate the situation so, like, hectic, like, right off the bat.
And then it messes up for the next guy to come back. Because I've been skating out of a spot before where a cop came up to me. He's like, I thought I told you to leave already. I'm like, you haven't talked to me.
Right.
I was like, nah, not me, man. I'm like, I'm out of here if you want me to go. I don't need to mess with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean, sometimes, you know, as you get, but you get older and you're like, yeah.
This
But the
was,
kid's like, I don't care, I'm going for it, you know?
this was at the Whittier Blvd. You ever skate the Whittier Blvd?
Oh, yeah.
Right? Yeah, that's where I got
A
the
little
cop came up
manual,
to
a
me,
little
like,
red curve.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's fun.
That was like a good spot.
Yeah. All right, dude. Let's get into some hobbies off the skateboard. What are you doing off the skateboard and out of the skate shop?
Fatherhood.
Fatherhood?
Mm-hmm. That's pretty much my hobby.
Heck yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's cool, man. I
Yeah.
see him running around, man. He's kicking soccer balls.
Yeah, no, it's good. He's like, when I'm not at the shop, it's just pretty much like
lollipops and soda.
Uh-huh. Get them all gassed up for mom.
Dude, shout out to being a father, dude.
No, yeah.
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 But like I said, like surfing,
Yeah.
music, stuff like that. But yeah, mostly it's just like.
When was the last time you've been out on the
sports.
waves?
Probably a couple months now.
Couple months?
Yeah.
That's not too bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nick, I'll be surfing with you soon, dude. Trust.
That's cool. What
It's just
kind of
hard
board?
with a kid, you know.
Yeah. What kind of board do you have? Like is a foam board?
I got like a fish, and then I got like a 6-1. Like I got a couple like Almerics,
Okay.
a couple Dane Reynolds. Like he was one of my favorite skaters. That's why I
no
carry
idea what
Former.
those are, but they sound cool.
Yeah. Just like surfers, like Former. There's a brand that we carry at the shop. Started by like Austin, and like it was started by Dylan too before he passed, and then Craig Anderson and Dane Reynolds. So it's like the free surfers of like that area, and they just made like their own brand. So it's like one of the brands we carry at the shop too.
That's cool.
You know,
I like
we might
that.
carry some surf stuff here coming up soon. You know,
Okay. All right.
we always working on something.
That's amazing, man. Yeah, because you never know. Some people will like I'm going to the beach one day. I might need to get a boogie board, and I'll rather support you
Mm-hmm.
than going to not say anything about the beach, but I don't want to go to like a huge Big Five and buy one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'd rather get it from you, and it'll
I mean-
probably be the good one that you can like.
That or just like I tell people all the time, just going off for it.
What's
Because like
What's that?
just get a beater board, because a lot of times you're just gonna learn on it, and then you're like once you learn, you're like, oh, I want something shorter. Or
Right.
It's just like with skateboarding. Like,
Yeah.
you might ride a popsicle, but then like, oh, you might want a shapeboard, or you might want like an 8 1/4 instead of 8.5.
The egg shape, you never know.
Yeah, exactly. You know, so that's what's cool about surfing. It's like that same thing. You got a quiver. Like,
Yeah.
how many completes you have?
Complete?
Yeah.
I have 2. I have one for the ramp and one for the street.
Yeah, see, I got like,
Yeah.
like 4 or 5.
So, yeah.
Like just different.
I wouldn't mind
skate-
having a more of a choice, but I don't know. I haven't gotten there yet.
Yeah. But I mean, it's just like, that's the fun thing about skateboarding. It's just like anything with like kind of wheels. Like you got like that little like wood, like 70s, 50s style. Like if you come to the shop, I got one of those.
I know.
This is like,
I was
you
gonna
just
say,
like,
I was gonna ask if I could ride it, but you're like, no, that thing's.
I don't know. I don't know if those roller skate trucks are gonna from the 40s and 50s are gonna hold.
Yeah.
But no, I like it's fun. That's the best thing about skateboarding. It's like the best skater is the one having the most fun. You know.
Yeah, I was
and if
thinking
you're falling,
of.
then you're skating because that shit's so fucking hard.
Yeah, you are, man. And I was thinking of a skimboard. That's the one that you throw down.
Oh,
and
yeah,
you
yeah.
just kind of jump on.
Yeah, I mean, dude, if you come to the shop, I got like sandboards that have trucks. Looks like snowboards and shit. I got that big Cadillac board.
Cruiser, the cruiser, yeah.
Well known. Shout out George Cadillac.
Oh yeah, you have his board there right now too. So yeah, shout out to George, man. We had him on the show as well.
Yeah, no, he's a legend.
That was exciting to see that you guys were watching the Jeremy Ray episode like at your shop.
Oh yeah.
And then he was like, and Jeremy Ray was talking about Caddy, and he was like, oh yeah, sick. And I was like, dude, I was like, you guys are watching my show? That's cool.
No, yeah. No, he's a character. Like he pops up every once in a while, and then we just like shoot the shit. Because that's what I love about the shop. It's like I could talk about skateboarding all day, you know. So it's like you want to come in and shoot the shit.
We're already talking about it again.
You know, on my day off too. Now.
Yeah.
Shout out George.
Yeah, shout out.
He's the best.
Yeah, and then he also making boards.
Yeah, with like Madrid and shit.
Yeah.
So that's kind of cool. Like Phil went pro for Madrid. You know, it's kind of
Yeah.
it's kind of cool.
Shout out.
To see like Madrid still doing it and stuff.
That's cool, man. Yeah, and I think right now I don't know. Is he back on his board or is he skating? Because he was at
He's
Brea.
always he
He's
threw,
off
I
and
think like he went through a back thing and then
Right.
then he was I think it was like his Achilles or
Yeah.
something. Like he always comes. He always got some. But then he's like, then I see him out skating. He's like, I just had to get out there.
That's so dope. Yeah, I mean,
you know how to get a few turns in.
we're addicted to that thing, man.
No,
we
yeah.
can't stop.
I mean, if you're just pushing around, that's like, I think like, as a skater, if you like grew up skating as a kid and like, you kind of skate into your 20s, and if you're still skating in your 30s, like, you love that shit. Like,
Yeah. I mean, I found my passion. I was off it for 10 years, and I came back, and it's been like maybe 6 years now since I've been on the board. I don't even know. It feels like it was yesterday.
Yeah,
to be
no,
honest.
like, I feel the same way because, like, going to Utah, boom, and then I went to, like, New Zealand and Australia, too, when I was, like, 25. So it's, like, I wasn't skating as much. And then, like, 27, like, it just re-hit, like, I think just skating with, like, my nephews. Like, because they were getting into it, and I was just, like, kind of, like, sparked back up, like, with COVID, everyone kind of, like, if you skated before, it had nothing to do, like, you're back. You know, you're like, oh, where's the 7.5s? You know, like, you want an 8.5 now, dude.
Yeah, I didn't know either. Like, I bought trucks. I bought trucks online, and they were, like, super, like, I didn't know that they came in different sizes now.
Yeah,
I
that's
was
why I
like,
got to
what's
come
going on?
into a shop.
Yeah,
That's why I can't buy online.
Well, yeah, no. I know now.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man.
But, yeah, that was, like, it was cool. About, like, 27, I kind of got, like, back into it, sparked up, and then, like, really, like, pushed, and then, yeah.
And now a skate shop owner.
Yeah, that's
Dude,
amazing.
that's almost like every kid's dream sometimes, you know? Like, you're growing up, you're always thinking about, like you said, you're already creating names when you were younger.
Yeah. I mean, I think people's perception of a skate shop, it looks amazing. Right. It sounds amazing.
I'm sure it's tough.
When it gets down to paper, yeah. No, but, like, I have the passion, so it's just gonna, like, even if, like, the shop closes or whatever, like, it'll still be something else. I'll still try to do something with skating, you know?
Yeah.
Whether it's, like, a kids program or something else. Like, there's just always going to be something. That's why, like, right now I'm trying to do stuff like that, like, for the shop.
Right.
Like, trying to do, like an after-school program with kids and, like,
Well, that's
kind of teaching them on the skate, because, like, back to like Watson and soccer. Like
Mhm.
he started doing soccer like 1.5. Like when he pretty much started running, and then they like have this little program where it's like just basic, you
Right.
know, like just kicking the ball or learning colors and going in like that. But it's just like maybe integrating that with like skateboarding and like,
Right.
kind of showing parents like this is a really good outlet for your kid.
Yeah, because they learn balance and stuff like that.
Oh yeah,
Once
but
they
just
start
it's just like
pushing.
creativity, you know, like
Mhm.
Listo, Victor, he like skates different than you skate, you know.
Oh yeah.
You like you Mr. Slappy and you got that thing all today. It was amazing.
Well, yeah. Well, I had
That long nose slide, you just
yeah,
you,
knocked
you
that one
buttered
in.
it up.
Yeah, with the little shove out at the end. That's what I did.
No, I saw a little,
Yeah.
little tic tac and like.
Ooh, that one didn't have a tic tac.
He's like, no, I cleaned it up. He's like, I cleaned it up.
That one was
He's
no
like, I
tic-tac.
cleaned it up.
Yeah, I got a few tricks today, which was fun. That was fun.
Yeah.
Seen that. I think that's the beauty of skateboarding. Everybody has their style, and they bring their style to skateboarding. You know,
Yeah.
and it's pretty cool.
Yeah, like I was hitting the bumps, you know, like that's my favorite thing at Mayberry Skate Park. I get on top of there, I take that long runway, you
Yeah.
can get your feet set up ready.
Yeah.
You launch up.
No,
off
you have
the-
that
yeah.
heel.
Got the heel flip.
Front pop,
Front
front
shove,
pop,
and then
yeah.
the nollie front shovey too. I got that one.
killing it.
So I was like, all right, my 3 are done. I was like, cool with that. Yep.
He's like, let me get the film. Let me get Lisa on this fucking blunt.
Oh yeah, I got Lisa with the
Yeah.
nose blunt.
Yeah, that
so
was super sick.
if you guys see
Dude,
that,
you hit that rail like every time.
I was just
Like,
feeling it.
yeah.
I was like, all right, let's go for it.
Uh-huh.
50-50, back 50.
No, the back lip.
Back lip.
Dude, the back lips were like every time.
Yeah.
You know, just getting that body, like the motion.
He was like,
See, like I try to tell like Chito, like watch, you know, try to like learn from you, you know,
Mhm.
you know how like you're, you know, with like getting like sober and like how you like looked at yourself like as a kid, like so much talent, and then you're like, man, like, you know, now you're like shit, you know, like you try to like show kids like, you know, as
You
that,
don't
like,
have to make
like
a
a-
mistake. You
yeah,
know,
yeah.
or live
like
that
it,
life.
exactly, but it's like,
Even though
it,
I
like
wouldn't call it a mistake. Cause
no, just turning that like, but you know, a negative into like a certain positive, you know.
Because I feel like
And now he's like leading by example, which is
exactly.
amazing.
I feel like if I didn't do the stuff I did, I wouldn't be who I am today. So it's almost like
No,
you know,
absolutely.
you just gotta learn how to get out of
everybody
it,
does,
yeah.
you know. Like that's the thing too. Like being in a shop, like I see all these kids, you know, and it's like the world's crazy, you know. Like when I was young, it's like there wasn't like vape pens and shit like that,
I
you know, or
yeah,
you know, pills or whatever, you know.
Right.
So it's like you weren't really like thinking about that as a kid, you know. Whereas like now it's like kind of everywhere, and it's like I'm not your dad, but you know, it's like if you're at the shop, you know.
All you
And
can
I
do
love
is-
like a lot of the kids, like I love them all, you know.
Yeah.
So it's like you
you could
just
just live by
you just
example.
don't want them to be a waste of talent, you
Right,
know.
right. All you
For
can
sure.
do is just kind of try to point them in the right direction. Like you said, you're not their parent. So.
Yeah. But like I love them all, and
But
like you
sometimes
want with,
they don't listen to their parents, but
Oh, yeah.
sometimes they'll listen to somebody like,
Yeah.
you know, one of us, you know. They'll
Yeah,
be like,
yeah.
oh, Dad, oh, really? The parents could be telling the same thing, and then it comes from you, and they'll be like, oh, really? Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of
know?
give like the cold shoulder or something, like, you know, it's like just kind of think about like a lot of these young kids right now too, because they're just trying to fit in, you know. It's
Yeah.
like you don't really have to do that to fit in, and like
That's
sometimes
true.
you need kids, like you need somebody to just tell kids that too,
Yeah.
or like you need people to like lead by example, you know,
Right, right.
Like
which is sick.
I see like a lot of like the new generation people, like the kids.
Mhm.
It's a trip because sometimes I don't think about their age because I'll be skating with them and then sometimes I'm like, oh, they're just like me. But then
Yeah.
I talk to them and like they're 16 and
Yeah.
they're like, what? So I try to like, you know, when I was 16, people would try to talk to me, like give me advice. But sometimes I'll take it and sometimes I'll be like the other ear, you know.
Right.
But now that I see it, I'm like, dude, I'm very thankful for that person and try to like, I've woke up now and I see it and like, I try to give the advice. If they take it, If not, they learn
Absolutely.
the hard
Like
way.
everyone, you know, all you can do is like just try to push them, and then it's up to them what route they want to go.
Right.
But like you look at Junior, and it's like he doesn't care about like any of that. He's just so focused on skating, and I think him being on King with like Tyshawn, it's like shows him because Tyshawn doesn't drink or smoke or do any of that. He's like straight business. Like we go on trips, it's like we're getting clips like 6 a.m. You know, so see that, you know, perspective from Junior, and he's like, oh, we gotta get it, you know. And it's like you look at him, he's a 2-time sody. So you like tell kids that like this kid, and people like maybe think he maybe like does that or whatever, because you know.
But
just because like it's a like people think like that's a skating lifestyle.
Do kids coming in the shop still wanting to be pro skaters? Do they have that?
Oh yeah, but like what's being a pro skater?
I know, but
you know, it's like maybe your name on the board. I mean, that's what most people associate.
Right.
But it's like none of these kids, they just like maybe they want a certain amount of followers, or they just like they want to be like you know, you have like, well, you know, you got these, like a lot of these kids. Even though I watch a ton of YouTube, it's like I don't really know any of these like YouTube skaters, you know, that have like these channels that like I know some, but like they'll tell me, I'm like, no, you know, like I'm more like watching videos and stuff like that, but that's who they grew up on, or like they know because like as a kid now it's like your parents like, no, I'm watching TV here, go on YouTube, you know, or like if you're on your computer or tablet, it's like you don't have cable there, so like a lot of times you go on YouTube and that's how you get the channel, you know. So I like, it's funny to see like that kind of like route too.
That's why I think a skate shop's important, because you kind of educate them as well. It's like they'll come in the shop and you'll have videos that on the TV, so then they'll be like, oh, what's this? And then you just be, oh yeah, check it out, you know.
Yeah. But it's just like,
important.
What does a kid want to be, or like, do you want to be like a contest skater? Or, that's why it's like even with the team, like Kate, like she's like my contest girl. Like she's in all these like crazy bowl contests, like hitting combi bowls and like stuff I would never, ever imagine hitting. Like blunt on these like huge like transitions.
Does the shop help pay for like if there's an entry fee or anything like that?
Yeah, we try to help her out as much as we can.
That's amazing.
Whether it's like trying to get her on like programs, you know, like right now, she's pretty much on like, you could say like shop flow for Nike. I just try to give her as much Nike, and then hopefully like Mike Sinclair or somebody from Nike will see that and be like, yep, that girl's next up.
Okay.
You know, or something. You know, that's how you just gotta kind of like seed it. And same thing with like Max Aroni. Like I just kind of small wheels and globe. Like try to help them out as much. Shout out to Aaron over there.
Small wheels.
Yeah,
we got some right here.
Yeah, little Sammy's right there.
Sammy's.
But yeah, they're like, you know, it's just like nice, and when people want to like try to help and back, and I think a lot of times like reps and stuff like that, they're like, you know, they see that it's like, you know how you're saying, like skate around, right? And then, well, let's try to help this like small guy out as much as we can, you know. Whether it's like here's free wheels or a gift purchase, like, you know, my buddy Chad, he works at Former, Austin's brother, and like they always give us like socks or like beanies or something, like help push products, you know.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, like the shop does need to be like selling stuff.
Yeah.
You know, like as much as I want it to be a clubhouse, you know, at the end of the day, it's like it is a business. So it's like, you know, if I can break even or whatever, that's like cool, you know.
Right.
But it's like eventually, like you can't. It just, you know, sometimes the gas runs out, you know.
Right. Do you sell like a lot of your own clothing and stuff like that?
Yeah, I mean that's what pretty much like is selling right now too.
Yeah.
Right. So it's like just trying to get like, you know, shop riders to make like clothing, and that's another thing too, like trying to source buying shirts and other product, and then taking that to my printer or my homie that helps me print, you know. That's and then like I do.
And you said you allow your writers to come up with like.
Yeah, like a lot of like graphics, like, or like.
That's cool.
Yeah, writer, like Junior's drawn a couple like the graphics. I've been trying to get like a lot of them, because then it's like if you draw it, then we'll, like, and you design it, then you'll
be stoked to wear it.
Yeah,
right.
exactly. You know, so that's what we're trying to get on. You know, and everybody has their own style, so it's like it'd be kind of sick to see like how like pros have their own like collections within like companies.
Right.
It's just like, oh, this is the collection out of a shop writer that's out of a shop.
Who designed this one?
That's like between me and the homie Big Marv.
Sick.
Like I was like, yo, I want to make a character kind of like deal something, you know, and like pretty much I'm not very like savvy, techie. Like I got ideas, so I just need to I tell somebody,
right,
and then boom,
I like it because it feels a little like world industry-ish, a little Walt Disney-ish.
Exactly. So like I go to Disneyland a ton. Like I'm a big Disney head, like Disney dad, Disney adult, whatever. It don't matter to me, dude. I love that shit because I think that's like even with skateboarding.
Are you a rope jumper or a park closer?
Do you
know that? Do you know that much about Disney?
No, I'm a park jumper.
I
park Arthur.
I think it's a rope jumper.
I don't rope dropper. Like I don't get there like in the early AM.
Park.
Well, because I have a pass, so it's like I don't have to go all day every day, kind of,
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the thing. So I was like, I want a character, trying to like figure it out, and then I was like, kind of like a wet willy or.
Yeah.
Like I don't,
something iconic, hopefully.
Right, just like something, and then like use like Mickey Mouse, cause like with Disney, and then he like came back with that. We like switched it up a little bit. Mm-hmm. There's like that old like kind of little devil, like with the diapers, like that little devil dude kind of.
Right.
From back in the day, like
I remember him. Yeah,
kind of used that as reference too.
That's
just
cool.
like a bunch of shit, and then came up with that, and then the Angel one, and then that was like the Flame Boy Wet Willy.
That's cool.
Kind of like.
Rocco style, just
hopefully that takes off like Rip and Dip or something. That's like the Cat and Alien or some shit.
That's cool, man. Yeah, because even the stickers too. That's
and then but then it's cool because you can like swap it up, like mix it up, like the little two-tone.
That's cool.
But then some people, they don't like rocking the devil, which is cool. Like that's why we got the Angel.
Yeah. It depends. Yeah, like sometimes the mom would come in the shop and be like, "No, not that one.
Right.
This one. Okay, I'll take that one. That's cool too." Then later on you'll get the other one somehow. Save some money, cutting the grass or something.
I got a question.
Yeah.
Did you when you were like younger, like let's say 17, 18, were you like out there in the streets filming, building parts, thinking about going pro, or nothing really like that?
I never, like I said, like. Even still skate, I think I've gotten better in my 30s than I was as a kid, Because I think you just learn more, like, you just understand more about your body and, like, figuring it out and stuff like that. You
realize it's a little more mental in it than it, yeah.
You had a skate crew, you always, like, filmed, If someone got the camera. Like, the McDonough's had the camera, so I remember we made, like, a whole video, and it was, like, every, like, me... Luke McDonough, Kevin Brown, Ryan Silva, like we all like had parts but it was all filmed in Whittier Christian. Because there's like the 5 stair, the 4 stair, the 2, and then back in the day like those ledges used to be like you could hit those like ledges and stuff.
Okay.
And then there's a couple like roof little drops and shit there.
Didn't they have that famous mani pad too that they once skated? It's like a planner mani pad, or was that Downey High School?
No, I think that was I don't think that was. Whittier Christian, I don't think really got too much shine because it was like La Habra. Everyone skated La Habra, like around.
Where was Whittier Christian?
And Whittier Christian had the gate around it. It's right there on Beach, like it's behind the Costco now.
Beach in Colima, right?
Yeah. Well, no, Beach in like La Habra Boulevard.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
behind that Costco. It's just like a little high school.
Okay. Oh, yeah. That's where it's at. That's right.
I grew up like right behind in that area.
If I skated it, I don't remember.
Off of Foxdale.
Yeah. Did you ever go to like Buena Park and skate the library?
No, my mom. No. See, that's the thing. Like. I just skated La Habra.
Local, yeah.
That's how I was like. I always try to push kids like, dude, just skate La Habra. There's like stuff, But my like the farthest I go like Whitwood.
Whitwood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then never went to Fullerton. Like because back in the day too, it's like you didn't have like a track like with your cell phone or something like that.
Right. Yeah.
I remember I got that Boost Mobile, that little chirp ones, those little brick phones.
Yeah.
But so she was just like my mom was like very. On me, so I was just just don't piss her off.
Yeah, but you still were able to do your thing.
No.
That's
cool. For sure. Because I used to like skate Macy. We just skated schools.
Yeah. And
then in like parking lots and loading docks and.
Yeah. Can we find that video on YouTube?
Oh no, that thing's. That's god. I don't even think the YouTube wasn't even around. I don't even think there's even like hard footage at all of that.
Yeah.
Maybe YouTube was around that.
All right. Do you have any more questions, Listo?
Yeah, what do you got next going on for 88 Skate Supply?
Just like, yeah, just trying to do more events. Just trying to get that going. More like shop apparel. Try to finish a vid.
Do you have any idea when that video will be dropping, or is it still in the works? Still working
It's
on it.
almost like, yeah, it's almost like every year we're like end of the year, but we'll get there.
Do you know how much footage you already got down?
There's a decent amount of footage.
Good dismount.
Yeah, but it's like different because there's like different filmers.
Right.
You know, and it's like kind of collected.
I know I was there.
It's almost gonna be like I feel like a cinematographer project. You remember that?
Robert came by and picked up a few guys to take them to a spot.
Yeah.
So that was
like
cool.
he's helping with like the Cheeto crew and stuff like that, and then you got like Anthony and Junior. They like have their filmer dudes, and then I'll just get like clips from them.
That's cool. Are you gonna be in this video?
I'm trying to work on some stuff, you know.
That's what's up.
I'm always trying to work on some stuff like.
I seen that front nose slide earlier.
Yeah, that's my go-to. That's kind of like my little ace in the back pocket.
Yeah.
Clean.
Yeah, did that on the hubba. People are like, man, that's crazy.
That was dope. And then even that little, I like that. Where the A-frame is at.
Oh yeah, the surf wave.
Yeah, your surf wave.
Uh-huh.
You went up and came down. I was like,
Uh-huh.
what? I like that. The little 50-50.
Yeah,
that was fun.
Not to.
But
Try not to get too worked, because then my wife's like,
don't get
see?
hurt.
Okay, you get hurt. But I mean, like I tell kids all the time, if you're falling, you're skating, you know?
Yeah.
Stretch. You
And,
get older, stretch. You're young, stretch.
Is this video gonna have? Is it gonna be all street, or is it gonna be mixed with a little bit of park in it?
Oh no, it'll probably be all street.
All street.
I mean, they'll probably be park because of Kate.
It's gonna be gnarly though. Oh yeah,
Kate, yeah, like she'll
Yeah.
have park footage just because that's what she rips.
Yeah.
And
That's cool.
It don't matter to me because like she just.
Oh, she's on the team. Yeah,
Watch
she's
it.
getting her part. Yeah.
Kate Kuna, watch out for that girl.
Okay. I'll be on the lookout.
Mm-hmm.
On the lookout for that, man. Especially start following her and see.
But yeah, just that
Journey.
with the video and yeah, just trying to keep that thing going, trying to keep the lights on, keep pushing, and
Mm-hmm.
you know, like you said, like you see a lot of like shops closing and brands like Alzheimer's like just closing, like small brands just closing up shop, like
Yeah.
you know, it's few like you know, because I like with the shop, it's like and I'm skater around, I'm always following like small skate shops, like you know, like when I go to like different states or wherever, like I'm looking for the skate shop
Yeah.
to see what's try to check out, see, you know, like my wife, she just shot Midland, keeping the shop open too. She just got back from Kansas City and she went to like Escapist, and it's like
Oh, that's cool.
kind of like got me a shirt from there, and it's like kind of the same thing, like
Sean Matos.
yeah,
Shout out.
exactly, yeah,
Shout
Sean
out.
Malta shop,
Escapist.
and but it's like kind of the same thing. It's just like a lot of product, a lot of stuff on sale, but it's like that's where kind of like
Everybody's kind of in the same boat right now a little bit.
So yeah, if you you know, so if you like brands, support them in
Yeah.
shops, you know, for sure,
Yeah,
because everyone's hurting. Like you got like shops like doing GoFundMe's and stuff like that, you know, when like it's just it's you know, sometimes it's hard out there.
Yeah. Well, you said the summertime usually slows down a little bit.
Yeah, but I mean like it's just but like see, it's like cranking, like
Yeah.
still people out skating, you know.
Yeah.
But like just like it's just that's the time, because it's like you got back to school coming up or
Yeah.
Christmas.
Hopefully they come in. They need some shoes, man. Some
Yeah.
shoes,
Buy those shoes. $10 of the purchase goes into the Habra Skate Park fund. So
Yeah.
for sure, try to help
Yeah,
us
'cause,
out.
I mean, it even needs to be a little touch up here and there. 'Cause
Oh
there's
yeah, little potholes.
little,
yeah.
little
Yeah,
cracks
no,
here and
yeah.
there that I
I mean that's like the
had to
little
learn
things.
where they're at. You know, because they used to be the same damage was there before, but now there's like
It just keeps growing.
yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
So, but
So we're
man,
just trying to do that, you know.
I'm so happy that the helmet rule's gone because I really love the way that park flows.
Yeah, no, it took a long time. So like, I mean, it's only been not even a month yet. So
I know
it's already like if you go by that park, there's tons of people
it's
there.
safe to skate now.
Yeah, but there's tons of people there. It's
Yeah.
super sick. Just please pick up your trash.
Exactly.
Try not to smoke and drink in there.
Yeah, don't graffiti. You know.
Yeah,
stuff like
graffiti's probably the biggest one right now.
that. Yeah.
And but yeah, it's just use that park to skate.
Mhm.
Everyone worked hard to get it going. And then there'll be a lot of events, like I said, like the Hubba Hangout's like a monthly thing. So like,
It's all gonna be just the hubba.
no, I mean that's just kind of like the name that we came up because
Yeah.
like it usually starts on the Hubba,
Right.
and then like
Because I remember.
but then we went to like the quarter pipe.
Okay.
You know, like everyone started busting on the quarter pipe. So I mean, eventually it'll just like it'll get to like a certain zone.
I'm like, you guys did the event and on the only obstacle I don't skate there.
No, yeah.
I was like, damn.
Nah, you could have been up there.
I
You could have like slapped. You could have. We got.
I've never done it on that.
You
hubba,
could,
though, for
yeah.
some reason.
You
It's
could
just-
get up there.
I,
It's because if you think about like halfway in it, it's about that same height.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I come up the quarter pipes and I slappy,
Uh-huh.
no slide the sides,
Uh-huh.
but we'll see, man. But you know,
You never know till you try.
I know.
Right, yeah.
You gotta get.
Hey, if you're falling, you're skating.
Yeah,
You
it's
know?
that one first one that you got to get over that first
Yeah.
fear, and then once you're like, oh, it's been easy. I could do. And then next thing you know,
Yeah,
it's skating.
you worry about too many people looking at you.
Nah.
He's got his sunglasses on. He's like,
Nah, I'm not worried about that.
I gotta make sure I don't fall.
I don't even want to do a trick
I know.
unless somebody witnesses it now, because I'm like, man, this better be worth it. Because I come around like, nobody knows.
I know.
All that. Damn, I gotta try it, and then when I try it again, it's not gonna happen.
My wife's always like, you get any clips? I'm like, no one wants to film the old guy. You know?
I mean, we could have.
Unless I'm at like an old guy session, you know, for sure.
I brought my camera, but you know, like I just, you know, I fill out the situation, and if
No, Robert's trying to get me out there, trying to.
Mm.
Yeah, same with Mraz. We're trying to get out there, trying to get some clips. But I'm just trying to get them all in La Habra too.
That's cool. Maybe one day we can get one for you for the out to lunch video.
Yeah,
You know,
for
get
sure.
you in
We
there.
say you get a clip.
Yeah.
On the session.
We'll come
For
out to La Habra, right?
Yeah.
You know?
Heck yeah, maybe there'll be a spot I can get one too.
Yeah, no, you guys.
Oh,
got
actually,
some spots?
there's a spot I want to go to. Actually, maybe right here down the street. I heard it's like a little
Do you
parking
see-
block.
Oh, I thought you were talking about that. Do you see that the new spot that everyone's blowing up right now by the McDonald's right there by the Walmart?
No.
It's like the roll on and it's like a J shape.
Okay, I have to check that out.
Yeah, it's,
check it out.
you should check it out before it gets blown up.
Yeah.
Because it was funny, like I like eyed it, and then like a couple days later, my homie Nick was like, "Yo, you see this spot?" I'm like, "Dude, I actually saw it. I didn't know. Like, I just like peeped it, and then he like got out of the car, took a photo. He's like, "Yeah, you can like roll on, and hit it from here. Or you can kind of like pop on if you want."
Okay, it's like a 50-50 roll or something?
Yeah, you can 50-50 board sliding.
By the McDonald's here on Telegraph?
Yeah, by the Walmart.
I did see that.
They just
haven't-
put it in. It's like for the walkway.
Okay.
So people don't trip over the curb. But
One of the guests was driving over here and says, "Oh, there's a spot that you never see." I'm like, "What?" And then I go that way to work, and I seen it.
yeah,
and
it's
I go,
like across from that.
I go,
little
"How did I
taco
never
spot."
seen it before?" But I guess
But it's brand.
new.
You know, yeah, it's newer. It's for
Okay.
sure. It's newer.
All right,
Mm.
check it out. Yeah. All right. Listo. Anything else?
Yeah, man. You got any advice for the youth out there?
Just focus on skating, having fun. You know, and like a lot of times kids are always like, "Oh, what I gotta do to get on?" Like a lot of times just being a good kid too. You know,
Oh
Like,
yeah.
a lot of like anybody's a good skater, but it's like,
They want to get up, put on the
but it's
shot.
just like if
Yeah.
you know, a lot of times you want to look for like the good kid. You know,
Mm-hmm.
for sure, just like good-hearted.
Right.
A lot of times that's gonna take a lot. They
Yeah.
have a lot more like just passion.
Don't have to
behind
be
it.
the greatest skater because sometimes you know sometimes those kids may have a different kind of attitude and then you know.
Yeah, but maybe they're not like the best skater right now. But it's like you
But the ones that are
you
like
kind
they're
of
not
like
the best
sprinkle the
skaters.
seed, you know,
Oh, yeah.
and then watch them grow.
That's
and
what I'm
like,
saying. You give those guys the chance. You don't, like I said, you don't have to be the best to get
Mhm.
put on. You just got to be
That's why a lot of like
humbled.
like Chito and Nate
Yeah.
and like Max and
Cheeto, man.
like all those all like the young kids like
Yeah.
really believe in them. And then you know I got my friends like the older heads and stuff, and then people that got reached. But
Yeah.
just like for the kids, just like keep going, keep skating. You know, focus on school too.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Finish school.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's the main. At least finish high school.
Yeah.
You know, that's the main thing. That's what I always tell. You know.
Some great advice.
Yeah, good advice. Good advice.
Yeah.
I got one more question. Who would you like to see next on the show?
Next on the show.
Maybe a friend or one of your
No.
riders.
I was trying to think of that too on the way over. I was like, who could be like the next dude? And it's just like, and it kind of. there's this guy, the homie Nick. His name's Per Capita.
Per capita?
But he's from like.
It's a cool. Is that his Instagram handle?
Yeah. That's his handle. Maybe hit him up, DM him. But no, Nick. He's from Colorado and stuff.
Oh, okay.
But he's like down here, worked for Vans for a while. He's like a sick artist, good skater. We'll see if you can break him out of his shell. We'll see.
Hopefully you can bring him through.
Yeah, that'd be cool, man.
Who else? You know what would be funny? It would be even like that little kid Maxaroni or something. You know? Yeah. Just like, you know, trying to get like see what the kid's perspective is on like skating and how like goosed up he is on it, you know?
Yeah, that'd be cool. For sure.
But yeah, probably, that's all like, that's probably, because those guys, that's probably what I say.
That's
Yeah,
dope,
cool.
Alright, I noticed you brought us some drinks.
Oh, yeah.
Who's this right here?
This is just like a new company, like from the dudes that like were at like a major one before, and then they just kind of started doing their own kind of gig, but I sell them at the shop.
Okay.
It's all like natural. You can read all the ingredients.
That's
you know,
dope.
like teas and juices.
We'll check them out. We'll definitely give them a taste test.
You know, kids are drinking caffeine anyway, so at least this is like a healthy option, and it's pretty much like backing small skateboarding.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's what we like to do here.
Like the artists,
Liquid
Steven.
Death. Like I said, Liquid Death hasn't reached out, but no, we're not big.
No. No, I actually had this before, and then they were across the street, and he was like trying to open up at Northgate. And I was like, dude, I'll carry it. And I just been crushing it, you know, because it's hot. People.
Yeah, they're thirsty.
But like I said, kids are already drinking caffeine, but at least they can like read all the ingredients on this on the backside of it.
Yeah, that's
fire.
Yeah, thank you for bringing us some drinks. And then before we get out of here, we always ask the guests to pick out a crazy question from the bowl. Let's see what we get today.
Been waiting for this one.
Yeah.
Should I read it?
You want to read it? You can read it.
First thing you would buy if you won the lotto.
Oh, you got that one. Oh, damn.
First thing I would buy, I'd buy the old Northgate in La Habra. That's like in like on La Habra Boulevard, like in the cut, and like build like an indoor park, kind of like
facility.
Yeah, just so like try to like boost skateboarding more and like in La Habra, like get kids more into it, and like somewhere where it's like.
Would you move your location there, like a shop? Would you put add the shop in?
Oh yeah, I'll probably like eventually, but. I mean, but it would be like kind of like just smaller. I would like more focus, cause like back in the day, my dad he opened up his own like batting cages with like some like people.
That's cool.
By where the Ritz-Carlton is in Whittier. Used to be he had a batting cage. It's called National Pastime.
And it did well.
Yeah, no, dude, it killed it. Just like that's the thing why I kind of like when you have partners and some people get shady, you know. So
yeah. That's why something on your own.
Yeah, or I mean, I definitely shout out my wife backing me hard.
Well, yeah,
and my family.
You guys are one though. Yeah.
My mom and pops for sure. They're all big dub. Like my family's, you know, because they just they've seen the passion for so long. They're just like they want to like keep it going.
That's
amazing. And I think now with like the park going, like hopefully it just keeps kind of snowballing.
I feel like it will.
Keep going.
I mean, I'm gonna support. That's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, people like it's like. We started the same time like as that like pop block, like they sold those Funkos, and it's like they didn't even like make it, you know.
Oh, they're gone already.
Yeah, they're already done. It's like because it's like hard for mom and pop.
Toys are kind of
but they had like sports jerseys and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean that's the thing. It's just you just gotta support mom and pop. Like
damn, it's kind of scary to see though, right?
I mean we made it to 2 years. God bless. Thanks for all the support from everyone. You know, thanks for keeping us rolling, and hopefully we get like to the 5-year.
Yeah,
you know, I
that's
can
the goal, right? Just
renew the release.
Okay.
You know, just try to like keep that thing going.
If it's going the way it is now, are you going to be able to stay in business, or do you need it to like? Do you need it to go?
No, I mean,
do you need a little more?
We'll
support?
See. I mean, like everybody's hurting. You know, everybody works hard for their money, and like a lot of times it's just like. You're spending it on food. Food's already expensive, you know. Or it's like you want to like take yourself on a vacation. Or it's like You know, so it's like
nowadays. Maybe,
yeah. I mean, it's just like
maybe
another.
We could afford to take one vacation, 2 if you're lucky a year.
Yeah, but it's just another like rough patch in like the little industry, but you just keep pushing. It's just you know, you get back up and then we'll still be around.
Yeah, the economy gets a little better hopefully, and then. But like I said, I'm working, so I'll be able to support. Like,
I appreciate anybody that's ever come through. Everybody that's ever come through, bought something, reposted, commented, anything like. You're at a skate park.
I went and bought a T-shirt.
You shot at the shop or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, no, everything, all that like little stuff goes so like far. That's what I try to do for a lot of small brands, or you know, as much as I can. You know.
I love it, man. I love it. You got shout-outs?
Man, I've been like dropping them all through the thing
That's
already,
all good.
you know?
Yeah.
No, just shout out to the Habra CA community, and like the surrounding area. My wife, you know, my mom, my pops, Watson, and my family, all the team, anybody that's ever believed in the shop or purchased anything, like, you know.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, it's like this is my passion. So hopefully, like people like can see that, you know.
Oh.
And then you know, everybody wants to support people's passion, but it's like, you know, support the people that you really know, the underdogs that you do, like those big people that have a bunch of money already, you know.
I mean, this is why we do the show here, man. Because you know, a lot of us are the underdogs in life, you know. So it's like I want to give them their shine, their light, their time.
That's why I'm always like liking and.
Yeah.
You know, trying to repost you guys and whatnot.
We appreciate
that. All that
we
shit
feel
goes
the
a little
support.
bit with. You know?
We feel the support. We appreciate that, and like I said, likewise, we're gonna do the same. We're gonna repost anytime you guys do anything. We're trying to, you know, send people your way as well.
Oh yeah, appreciate it. Thank you guys.
You know what I mean? Listo? Shout outs.
I got a couple shout outs. Shout out number 1, God. Shout out my family, mom and dad, my brothers, sisters, and you know, shout out skateboarding, keeping me out of trouble, keeping me alive, keeping me going, keeping me in shape. And shout out to the mind. The mind's very powerful, you know, feeding the mind. And just shout out Where the Locals Sk8. Shout out Zach for coming out here, telling a little bit of your story, you know.
Thank
Got
you.
to know you a little bit more.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
I think you're doing an awesome thing, you know, opening up the skate shop at La Habra. And then, you know, it's going to be a cool thing for the teenagers, you know, coming out of school and then, like, enjoying the vibes, you know. And hopefully they support you, man.
Enjoy the shop.
Yeah, man.
The store.
Hopefully you get more people coming in, man, and supporting and making 88 big, like active or, you know, bigger, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, slowly but surely, you know, business, you gotta plant the seed, and you know, you watch it grow, man.
Like I said, you hit 2 years, you know, we're hopefully gonna make it to 3, and keep pushing.
Yeah,
Yes, sir, man.
Like I said, we're gonna support, and I hope everybody out there goes support as well.
Yeah, or just support any like small skater-owned shop, or you know, anybody that's been doing stuff for the community, you know, because people are like smart with their money, so it's like, you know, really support the people that are out there in the community, like trying to put back into that, you know, because that's, you know, a lot of the time, like, you know, a lot of the money you spend at the shop goes back into the community or the like skaters, you know. So that's what I'm trying to do with the shoes and everything, because then everybody will feel a part of the park, you know. If there's like a new feature or like it gets updated, then like everybody's like, yo, like we did that, you know. That's what's sick. So.
Yeah, and I love that you include everybody as well, like that, you know. Like,
oh yeah,
that's what it's
like
about.
the skateboarding is a big tribe. No matter where you go, it's like you skate, I skate, sick. We got like a connection. Let's hang, or you know.
We went this morning.
Yeah, you know. But it's like you go anywhere, any state, whatever. It's like you can go to a skate park and if you're skating, then it's like, oh, where do you hang? What do you know?
Yeah.
What's the like? Where's the best spots? Where's the food? You know, sick. Okay, later, bye. You know? Being like going across, even like Australia and New Zealand, it's like I just went to the skate spots. You know, it's like, and then you just have that connection already.
And they point you in the right
And
direction.
like, oh, here, eat this, go to this pub, go to this zone, don't do this. Like, try to do that. Yeah.
I love that.
Skaters looking out for skaters. That's what you gotta do.
I love that. Yeah.
Support skater owned. Support skater owned.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And again, dude, thank you for coming down. I really appreciate that.
Yeah.
You're welcome back anytime. Like if you ever want to, you know, come back and you're doing an event or something, we'll
we should like do something where we kind of even like do an event where we like post up and we'll do like something at the shop where it's like
I mean, we've thought about taking
Like
this out
do
to
like a
the,
little event.
yeah.
You know, because it doesn't need to be too tacky when it's on the go.
No, we got the lobs
Kinda
and
on
stuff
the
like
fly.
that. Lobs, we have mics that we
Yeah.
can take
Oh,
with
that's
us. So, yeah, man.
We
So
can do a hub hangout.
we'll have to do something.
You know, that'd be
Yeah,
sick.
True.
Do the podcast with the hub hangout.
I'll be down with that.
Yes, sir.
I had a question. Where could we find you?
That's what it is.
Oh, right across the street from La Habra Highway, 1200 West Whittier Boulevard, La Habra, California, 562-245-7673. You can call anytime. Even if you're like, you buy your skateboard somewhere else or online, you don't know how to put it together, come through, I'll grip it, I'll put it together, I don't care.
Yeah.
You know, and then we'll shoot the shit, we'll talk about skateboarding, give you some stickers or
Right on
something.
the corner of Whittier Boulevard in Idaho.
Yeah.
What about the social media?
88 Skate Supply, pretty easy. Logo will be the same as the hat.
Mm-hmm.
You should already be following though.
Yeah. If you're not following, please go follow.
You should be following already now.
And if you're not following Where the Locals Sk8,
Yeah,
what
absolutely.
are you waiting for?
Right? Come
If
on.
you haven't hit
Look
that
for
like
this logo. Look for that logo.
Yes. If you haven't even smashed that like button either, what are you waiting for?
Uh-huh.
You know, tell a friend. Let us know what you. If you know anybody that wants to be on the show, please hit us up at Where the Locals Sk8 on Instagram. You can even hit up Listo. Don't be shy. You know.
Hit me up. Don't be hesitant. I'm here. Hit me up.
We shoot on Sundays, and if you want to have a skate session with us as well, you know, sometimes we can meet up at the Whittier Mayberry Skate Park.
Always down the skate, huh?
You know what I mean? So maybe, you know, we chop it up before we even do the show. So sometimes we can do that. So let us know. Again, thank you everybody for your support. Please go support his local skate shop, your local skate shop, your local skaters, everybody. Thank you again, and make
Support
sure
the small guys.
Yeah,
for sure.
Make sure to hit us up and say hello when you see us out there.
Keep that energy high. Keep that energy high.
Till next time, Emoji Skate Show. Peace out, everybody.